Today we're going to prepare one of our very favorite dishes, and that is a raw artichoke salad from the artichoke hearts. Here in the water, I've put some lemon juice already, and I put some on my hands because artichokes tend to stain your skin. And now we're going to pull off the outer leaves. You know that artichokes belong to the thistle family, and they're known to be an amazing food to purify the liver, and they're just a wonderful medicinal vegetable. It's a flower actually, and what you end up eating is the internal part of the flower, and today we're just going to be using the heart of it. If it ever goes to bloom, it has a gorgeous purple flower. But so anyways, do you see the outer leaves have been taken off, and now we see this beautiful yellow, and the stem is also edible and very good. So what we're going to do is we're just going to take that outer part off, which is tough, and that we will be able to slice very thinly as well. Today we're going to use the artichoke heart cut very, very thinly, and we're going to place it on top of pizza. And you guys, it is so delicious. So we're going to trim off kind of this outer part, which can tend to be a little bit bitter, and we're going to go again to where it's nice and a pale yellow. But right in here, that's where the artichoke heart, since what we will be using is mainly the heart, we're going to cut this part off. And I know it seems like there is so much wastage, and I'm going to tell you as to what I do with some of the leaves. And then we're going to cut it in half one more time, and we're going to have to take this fuzzy furry part out right here, and I'll show you how. So with the help of the knife, you see right along here, this is where the nice wonderful nutty part of the artichoke heart is, but you just go in and you get all this furry part out and clean it off really well. Since the artichoke tends to oxidize and get brown, we're immediately going to place it in the lemon water. Now I told you that seems like there's a lot of wastage, so this part right here is absolutely, in fact in Italy, we eat it by dipping it into olive oil, sometimes some lemon juice and salt. And I'm going to show you what I do. I'm kind of like, let me clean the knife there. Take this part off and put this in our salad as well, because all this is very good. Let's put it into the water, and I'm going to do that with several of the leaves, just so we don't feel like we're wasting so much. Artichokes can tend to be kind of expensive in certain parts of the world. So this is what we will do. So Sarah and I have been cleaning all these up. Another thing you can do, instead of cutting them with the knife, like that little last part like I showed you, what we did while we're cleaning them, you just bite this part off. And it's so crunchy and delicious. So now, before we start slicing them very, very thinly for our salad, we're gonna have to open up this lemon with this cool little gadget that my mom gave me. We're going to remove this top part. It has a cork on it. Place this all the way inside, and we're going to squeeze the lemon out. And to the lemon, we will also add some olive oil, salt, and some white pepper, and then a nice generous amount of olive oil. We're going to add the salt to taste, and some of this white pepper. Black pepper wouldn't be very nice because it would be all speckled. But in here, we're going to put the artichoke that is going to have to be very, very thinly sliced. Now these beautiful slivers, crunchy slivers of goodness, are going to go into our bowl, and we will stir it immediately just so it won't turn dark. Remember those little pieces we cut out? Even these, we're just going to cut into fine little slivers, And we will do the same with the stems. And here are the stems. Just cut them as thinly as possible. Now immediately we're going to add this to the lemon and oil. And we'll continue to do this until all the artichokes are finely cut up. Here's our last stem. Let's see if there are some bigger pieces. Now in Tuscany, we eat something called pinzimonio, where you have a medley of vegetables, raw vegetables on the table, and you dip it in the olio nuovo, the freshly pressed olive oil, and artichokes are one of those vegetables that you use. So here we go. We'll place all this in here, toss it up well, add a little bit more of this liquid gold, and then we will prepare the cheese. Now this is Parmigiano Reggiano, Parmesan cheese, and with this potato peeler, we're just going to shave some of the Parmigiano, but we will wait to mix it into the artichokes right until the last minute. Normally I like to stretch it by hand, but this one is going to have to be nice and thin. In Tuscany, actually, they stretch it with a rolling pin like this. And I'm just going to stretch it a bit more so it's nice and thin. Now this dough is going to tend to bubble up a bit, and we don't want that to happen, so I'm going to try to just pierce it with this roller to keep it nice and flat. Now we're going to put a drizzle of olive oil right over it. And with my perforated peel, I'm going to pull it up and take it into the oven. Our first pizza is going in. And now we're going to be able to watch it. And with the turning peel, we can push it down if there are big bubbles. As you can see, bubbles are starting to form. And so now, with the peel, I'm just kind of going to push it down. Sometimes with the edge of the peel, you can even knock it like this. And it's staying pretty flat. Let's check underneath. Ooh, it's looking very good. These saputo stones are amazing. Let's look underneath. Perfect. I'm just going to keep rotating, and we're almost ready to pull it out. Our pizza is ready to come out. And here is our pizza. And on it, we will put this incredibly delicious artichoke salad. And you guys, until you try it, you will not believe as to how incredibly good this is. A perfect vegetarian pizza. And now on the very top, to top it all off, let's see, just a bit more over here. To top it all off, we're going to put this shaved Parmigiano. And for those who would like a little bit of arugula, you just pick this in the garden. You can even put a few leaves of arugula on it. A little drizzle of olive oil, and this is ready to be served. Pure deliciousness. Let's cut it. Once more. Look at this. Here is a beautiful slice. Look at all these wonderful ingredients on here. And I think I'm gonna have to taste it. Buon appetito!